My name is Vanessa. I am 28 years old now. I want to tell you my secret. It is a story about deep envy. It is a story about a dream that was not truly mine. I grew up in a very small town. My life was very simple. I always loved to dance. When I was a little girl, I felt happy when I moved my feet. My small room was my stage. The music was always my best friend. My parents did not have much money. We lived in a small house, but I always had my big dream. My dream was to dance on a big, famous stage. I wanted many people to watch me. I wanted them to feel the music too. I started dance class when I was 10. My teacher said to me, "Vanessa, you are very good. You have a fire inside you." This made me feel very proud. This made me want to work harder. I practiced every single day. I went to school, and then I went straight to the dance studio. I was tired every evening, but I was always happy. I thought my future was very clear. I thought my big dream was close, very close. Then I met Daniel. Daniel came into my life when I was 16 years old. He was 18, he was a good dancer. He was even better than me. He was very strong and very fast. He moved his body like flowing water. We became friends immediately. We shared the exact same dream. We talked about dancing all the time, every day. We talked about New York City. We talked about big, famous theaters and bright stage lights. Daniel was my dance partner. He was my hope for the future. He was sadly my biggest mistake. I thought we would be a team forever. I thought we would make our dream real together. I was very, very wrong about this whole idea. I was wrong about Daniel, and I was wrong about my dream. Daniel and I spent all our time together. We practiced every day after school. Our bond was very strong. We were not boyfriend and girlfriend. We were like brother and sister, but we had one soul. Our soul was dance. We tried for the big academies. We sent our videos. We waited for a letter. Every day we waited. I was nervous all the time. Daniel was always calm. He was calm like a still lake. I really admired that about him. My dream was also his dream. I wanted to see him succeed very much. I wanted to succeed too. We were going to audition for the famous New York school. It was called the Juilliard School. This was the biggest goal we had. We needed money for the long trip. My parents worked extra hours. Daniel's parents gave him money too. I felt grateful for all their help. I felt the huge pressure too. We were two dancers, but we were very different people. I loved the energy. I loved to feel strong on the stage. I loved the loud, fast music. Daniel loved the small details. He loved the pure technique. He made every single step perfect. My technique was good, but his was truly better. I knew this truth very well. I smiled and I said to him, "You are a machine, Daniel." He laughed and he said, "You are the heart, Vanessa." I thought, that is a very nice thing to say. But the dance world needs a machine more. It needs total perfection. We finally received the important letter. The envelope was very thick and looked very important. We opened it together in the studio. We read the words very fast. I saw his name. Daniel Reed. He was accepted into the school. He got a full, free scholarship. I looked for my name. Vanessa Diaz. I did not see it anywhere. I read the letter again slowly. Maybe I missed it. I did not miss it. I was not accepted. I felt a cold, deep silence in the room. Daniel looked quickly at me. His face was full of pure joy. Then he saw my face. His big smile disappeared completely. He said, "Vanessa, I am so sorry about this." I tried to smile back at him. I really tried hard. I said, "Daniel, that is so wonderful. You finally did it." But my voice was not happy at all. It was small and weak. The emotional storm was coming. It was building only inside me. Daniel went to New York City. I stayed alone in our small town. The silence was very big and heavy. I did not go to the studio anymore. I stayed mostly at home. I watched old boring movies. I felt very empty all the time. I felt a sharp pain in my stomach. Daniel called me often. He talked all about the big city. He talked about the difficult classes. He talked about his new teachers and friends. He was very excited about everything. I said to him on the phone, "That is great, Daniel. I am truly happy for you." But I was not happy inside. I was not happy at all. I thought to myself, he is living my dream. I worked just as hard too. Why did he go to the city? Why did I have to stay behind? This bad thought became a poison. It was a dark, quiet, growing poison in my heart. I wanted to be the one on that big, famous stage. I wanted to be the one who was accepted by the school. I started to hate the cheerful sound of his voice. I started to hate the whole city of New York. I hated the dream that we once shared. I did not hate Daniel the person. I hated his great success. I hated that I failed completely. I started to look for easy reasons why. Why was Daniel truly better than me? I thought he had more money than me. His parents could help him pay more. Maybe the teachers only like male dancers. These thoughts were all lies. I knew deep down they were lies. Daniel was simply a better dancer than me. His passion for the dance was bigger. His focus was sharper, like a knife. My passion was also big, but my envy was much, much bigger. It blocked all the light from my life. I told Daniel, "I am too busy now. Do not call me so much." He felt very sad. I heard the sadness in his voice, but I did not care about his feelings. My frustration was too big to control. It felt like a heavy stone in my chest. I thought, he took my place in the world. He stole my big opportunity. He completely stole my dream. I stopped dancing completely. I got a simple job in a small coffee shop. I served coffee to people. I washed dirty cups. This was my new, boring life. It was a life without music. It was a life without the inner fire. The envy completely controlled me now. I lived a small life because I could not have the big life I wanted. I was punishing myself every day. I was also punishing Daniel for something he never did. I really believed in my anger that he stole something very important from me. One busy day, I was serving coffee as usual. The door opened slowly. A woman came into the shop. She was older than me. Maybe she was 60 years old. She had kind, gentle eyes. She ordered simple tea. She sat alone at a table near the big window. I brought her the hot tea. Then I went back to stand at the counter. I was just wiping the counter with a cloth. I looked over at the woman. She was holding a small notebook in her hands. She was drawing a picture quickly. I saw the picture from far away. It was a small, quick sketch of me. She drew me holding the coffee cup perfectly. It was a beautiful drawing. It showed my sad eyes. It showed my tired hands. But it was still beautiful art. I felt a strange heat in my face. I walked slowly to her table. "Excuse me," I said very softly and quietly. "Did you draw that picture?" She looked up slowly at me. She smiled a calm, gentle smile. "Yes, I did," she said. "You have a beautiful face, Vanessa." I was very surprised to hear this. "How do you know my name?" I asked her. "I saw your name tag right here," she said. She pointed to the tag on my shirt. I felt stupid and silly. She laughed lightly. "But I also saw the deep sadness in your eyes," she added. "You are not supposed to be working here." I felt suddenly defensive. I said quickly, "I like my job very much," but my voice was a clear, obvious lie. She did not argue with me. She just looked at me with her kind eyes. She picked up her pen again. She drew a line on the paper. "I see a dancer," she said calmly. "But your stage is much too small." I started to cry a little bit right then. I could not stop the tears. I did not know this woman at all. But she saw me. She saw the real me inside. The part of me that loved to dance. I told her everything about Daniel. I told her about the New York school audition. I told her about my deep envy. I told her that I stopped dancing completely. I said the words out loud. He stole my dream. The woman listened to every single word I said. She did not speak or interrupt. When I finished talking, the cafe was quiet. She finally spoke again. Her voice was strong and clear. "Daniel did not steal your dream," she said. "Daniel took his own opportunity. He took the dancer's opportunity. What about your dream? Did you only dream to be a dancer and nothing more?" This question hit me very hard. It was a big, sudden shock. I thought hard. What is my real dream? Is it just dancing on stage? The woman pointed to my hands. "You hold the cups with great care," she said. "You arrange the sugar packets neatly. You want everything to be beautiful. You want to make an asterisk scene asterisk here." I looked down at the sugar packets. I always made them perfectly straight. Why did I do that all the time? The turning point was happening now. It was not about Daniel anymore. It was finally about me and my feelings. The woman's name was Clara. She was an artist. She was also a theater designer. She made the sets for all the plays. She made the stages look real and magical. She asked me a difficult, clear question. The question was, what do you really see when you dance? I thought about this question for many days and nights. When Daniel and I practiced, he only saw his steps. He only saw his strong body moving. When I danced, I saw the whole stage around me. I saw the bright lights. I saw the colors. I saw the background. I saw the story of the movement clearly. I did not just see me. I saw the whole picture of the world. I remembered one time a long time ago. We were practicing a new duet. Daniel said the floor for the stage should be black. I said, no, it must be dark blue, like the night sky. We argued about the color. Daniel won the argument. He was the better dancer. So the floor became black. I felt so sad that day after the argument. Not because of the dancing itself, but because the asterisk feeling asterisk was wrong. I finally understood the truth about myself. My dream was not to be the perfect dancer. My dream was to create the entire world where the dancer lives. My dream was the stage itself. Daniel took the place of the main dancer, but the designer's place was still completely empty. This realization was a huge emotional climax for me. I felt the envy suddenly leave my body. It was a heavy, cold thing inside me. It flew quickly away. I felt a sudden bright energy fill me. I called Daniel's phone number. I had not spoken to him for 6 long months. My hands were shaking very much. He answered immediately. Vanessa, are you okay? He asked quickly. I took a very deep breath in. Daniel, I said, I was wrong. I was very, very wrong about everything. I was not angry at you at all. I was only angry at myself. I was not honest with my own heart. Please forgive me. I cried a little as I spoke the words. He did not ask any difficult questions. He just listened quietly. He said, I always missed you, Vanessa. I was very sad about our broken friendship. That simple sentence broke my heart again in a good way. But this time it was a good pain. It was the pain of a true, honest beginning for me. I quit the coffee shop job immediately. I started to study many things. I studied art very hard. I studied light and shadow. I studied how to build things with wood. I started talking to Clara every single week. She became my teacher and friend. She showed me her drawings. She taught me all about theater design. I started making small models. Small models of famous stages. I made the floor dark blue, exactly like the night sky. I used bright red lights for the emotion of anger. I used soft white lights for the emotion of love. I was finally using my real, true fire inside. I was creating. I was very happy. After 1 year passed, Daniel invited me to New York. He was performing in a new, big show. He asked me to come to the city. I said yes right away. I traveled alone to the big city. I saw his new show. Daniel was magnificent on the stage. He was the perfect dancer. His movements were full of life and energy. He was living his real dream. When the show finished, I went backstage to find him. We hugged for a very long time. No words were needed between us. Just the hug. I told him all about my new studies. I told him about Clara and the design work. He smiled a real, honest smile. You finally found it, he said softly. the blue floor, I smiled too. I finally understood my life's biggest lesson. Envy is a mistake. Envy is seeing someone else's success and thinking it is yours to have. True happiness is finding your own specific stage. Daniel did not steal my dream. He simply lived his dream completely. My dream was patiently waiting for me all along. It was waiting for my honesty. Now, I am a full-time student of theater design. I am going to make beautiful things for the world. I will still work with dancers. I will build the perfect stage for them to dance on. I will build the dark blue night sky. I am not the main star, but I am the creator of the star's world. This is my true purpose. I am grateful for the deep envy because it showed me the wrong path clearly so I could finally find the right one. If you liked this story, subscribe to the channel and see the next story to learn even more.